Hi there, Bill with another edition of the Metals Minute. Today's Wednesday, November 17th, 2021. We've had another nice week of gains in the metals. All four of the metals are up again for the second week in a row. So that's always encouraging. It's what we expected to happen at some point, and it has begun. Now, the one-year numbers are mixed. All the details are in the write-up. But let's talk about something to expect between now and Tuesday. We'll probably see some pressure directed directly at gold to try to tamp it down a little bit. We're up around 1873 as we do this video, and there's going to be some pressure to get gold at or below 1850 by Tuesday. And what's happening is they have some options expiring, and right now there's more open options that will do better if gold is 1850 or less. And so we'll see some short-term pressure there. It's manipulation. They shouldn't be able to do this with naked contracts, but that's the world we live in. In fact, there was just another fine increase on 3 investment banks for manipulating the price of gold and silver. They had 50 million added to the judgment, bringing it to a total of 152 million for rigging the metals prices. And that's just one in a series of some of these judgments in the last couple years have been close to $1 billion each. And so we see that happening, and that's because there's such tendency in the metals to rise that in order to game it, they have to try to tamp it down. And some say that, why should I invest in gold and silver when the price is manipulated? Well, in virtually every market these days, there's manipulation. But when it comes to gold and silver, the manipulation happens, but it doesn't prevent the trend from rising. So what happens is, as the metals rise, they just change the targets on their manipulation. And as we saw the last time that we talked about this, the short-term dampening down is really short-term. It really is. And so I want to encourage you, between now and Tuesday, we never know exactly when. It could be over the weekend. It could be Monday morning they'll really start in. But as you see that gold price begin to dip a little bit, use it as a buying opportunity. Because as you look at the trend line, as gold is rising, the manipulation just happens at little blips of time as options expire and whatnot. So it doesn't affect the overall trend. And the trend is your friend, as they say. And going into the type of inflation that we're entering now, that's evident to anyone who shops or buys anything, combined with the slowdown in the economy that we're seeing. And we're seeing evidence of rising COVID numbers again in Europe. Typically there's a 3 or 4 week lag before we see something similar in the United States. That can slow down things even further. So high prices combined with a slowdown in the economy, that's the definition of stagflation. Gold and silver are among the best performing assets in that environment. So even though we will see this market manipulation from time to time on gold and silver, use it as a buying opportunity if you can. Even though gold is often the main target, sometimes it affects silver at the same time, so grab some bargains there. It's also a great reason to consider branching into the other metals, the platinum palladium group metals. My favorite for the last year and a half has been platinum. And I believe there's more opportunity in platinum. We'll still see palladium. It's going to go up and down on a daily basis, but it's had quite a run the last 2 or 3 years. So platinum has more opportunity, and it's a great way to branch out from gold and silver. And the platinum, if you remember, it used to be higher than gold. So I think there's a great opportunity there for platinum, even just to come up to near gold's level will require a nice pop, and I think we'll see that over the next 2 or 3 years. At the same time, silver and gold are also going to be moving higher. And as a reminder, the last time we had stagflation like we're seeing now, within 5 years, gold had increased 8 times. So gold, silver, and platinum are my picks for the coming times. And thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week.